everyone, and welcome to the best blog on earth. I'm your host, Raleigh Harris. This week, let's start like we always do, and done. This song gets more inspirational every time. This week in the news, nothing. Oh well, no one's printing it anymore. But I've decided that now that I am on the time travel bandwagon, I would like to find a way to get around Los Angeles easier. Here's why. If I need some kind of material and it's very far out there, I'm going to want something a little better, a little more efficient with my driving. Now, the normal trucks and SUVs and all that are unmanageable because I cannot drive through the massive pile-ups and traffic and all that is accumulated all over the city. But, as many of you may know, there are such things as motorcycles and scooters. I have never ridden a motorcycle before, nor have I piloted one in my life. And the idea of doing so is a bit daunting. Here's why. It's a lot of machinery, so to speak. Very heavy. If that thing falls on me, I might die. And I don't want to die. And I don't think you want me to die. And if you do, please keep it to yourself. The first task of this was finding a working motorcycle. That part was not difficult. There's one about 3 houses down, and I was able to. It's already stood up, thank goodness, and it still had gasoline in it, which is good. Had to go inside the house to find the keys. That part was unpleasant, as the occupants had not left, and neither had their stench. Went inside, managed to get the keys, and this is where my ignorance pretty much took hold. Because, yes, I know how to put a key in a keyhole. No, I do not know how to physically start a motorcycle. And you see it in films and television a lot, but are you really actually paying attention? I mean, it looks like they jump up, kick down, everything works, everything's great, they go off. Wasn't working for me. And you could argue that, it's supposed to be complex so that not everyone can do it, like flying a helicopter. Like, you think they flip all those buttons for a reason? I'm sure half of those mean nothing. But unfortunately, I could not muddle my way through turning the motorcycle on before it fell over and nearly killed me. I got a big scrape, but luckily the scrape did not turn into a broken femur or something else I couldn't have fixed. As it stands now, I just put a little hydrogen peroxide on it, wrap it up, keep it as clean as possible, and hopefully I will not die of gangrene. So, motorcycle was out. Next up on the list was a scooter, which was, a downgrade if you ask me. I think it's much cooler to be riding a motorcycle, but I will take any small kind of slotted motorized transport that I can get my hands on. Well, it turns out not too many people around here own scooters. It started to get dark, so I just packed it in for the day, avoided the death and despair that could have crept up on me until I find some kind of scooter or something that will not destroy me completely. I think I'll stick to my bicycle. And here's why. A bicycle is silent. It helps me get exercise, which is nice, and doesn't require any petroleum or electricity. Just requires my good old leg muscles, which are still functioning as of today. Who knows next week, but we'll get to that when it happens. And I know what some of you are thinking. Guy can't even get a motorcycle started. He must be the worst motorcycle rider on earth. Wrong. Best motorcycle rider on earth. And that's going to do it for this week's episode. Time for Australian Fact of the Week. Australia is the world's largest island. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time.